Hello guys, welcome to episode 2 of my playthrough season with Manchester City. I'm going to show you my first 6 games, and my first game is against Manchester United. I've already played them once this season where we beat them 2-1, hopefully we can do this again. So my first 2 games were both battle of Manchester's. It was 1-0 up, we beat them 2-1 in the first game, and around this time they actually managed to beat us 2-1. They was at home, they played very good, they pretty much doubled our stats. Can't complain at the moment. They scored a very good free kick from Giggs, which you'll see in the highlights.
Treat people like you wanna be treated now. Stand up for those who need it. Be strong when all is hell, because only time will tell.
So moving on to the second game of the season, we play in Arsenal. Just played Manchester United off a loss. I mean, coming back to win 5-0 against Arsenal is a very big thing to do. I'm not going to complain, but Les scored 1, Tevez got 2, and so did Hulk.
Packages, like a thank you and eternal happiness. You know they never forget, because they're always in my head. I said, rewards come in tiny packages, like a thank you and eternal happiness. You know you'll never forget, because they're always in my head.
So going for my second win on the trot, which I did get, another big high scoring game. This time against Stoke, we beat them 6-3. Aguero got 1, Hulk got 1, David Silva got 1, Company got 1, and Tevez managed to get 2. Although Jack Robinson managed to get sent off in the first minute. Now I didn't replace anyone left back, which was kind of a big risk, but it paid off in a way, as we did score 6, but we did let in 3, which is... So moving on to a relatively easy game, we were playing Wolves at home. We managed to win 2-0 with 2 goals coming from Tevez. We had 18 shots, 5 on target. They had 5 shots and none on target. It was a pretty easy game, I must admit. I'm very happy with it. I am just as surprised as you are, really. I mean, we went 2-0 down, CC scoring twice. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I thought we was going to lose, but Tevez and Nasri managed to score, get us to a 2-2 draw. I mean, it was consolation, but a win would have been better. Looking at the stats, I mean, they only had 2 shots and they scored twice, so it was pretty annoying.
People like you wanna be treated now. Stand up for those who need it. Be strong when all is hell, because only time will tell.
So back to winning ways pretty quickly. We managed to beat Newcastle 3-0 at home, with Holt scoring 1, Torres getting the other, and our own goal from Toyote. I mean, this was a game that I wouldn't mind a draw in 2-2, unlike the last game, but 3-0, very good game. Could only really progress from there onwards. Right, so moving on to the fixtures for the next month, I'm going to be playing, I think it's 8 games. We've got Liverpool away from home, Aston Villa at home, Chelsea at home, Blackburn at home, Tottenham away, Swansea at home, Norwich away, and Sunderland at home. I mean, I would like to pick up all the points, but I mean, Liverpool and Chelsea might be hard games, so if I get draws, I won't be too disappointed, but obviously looking for the wins. Anyway, that's the end of the video now.